Here's a quick 20-minute yoga flow. This is for all levels. You can be a beginner. But this, honestly, when I come up with my yoga flows, it is what feels best for my body personally after a week of training or lifting weights. This is what feels best for me. So I hope you enjoy this. We are going to start in tabletop. So you're going to start on all fours, stacking shoulders above wrists, and I'll go at kind of an angle so you can see. But we're going to stack shoulders above wrists, bring our hips above our knees, drawing that belly in. I always tell people to think of maybe you have a blueberry or a chocolate chip in your belly button, and I want you to think of drawing it in and up while keeping a flat back. Okay, so you don't want to drop the blueberry to the floor. On an inhale breath, continue hugging that belly in, but drop towards the floor. Shine your heart forward into our cow stretch. On an exhale, push away from the mat. Draw your chin in towards your chest. Belly button draws in and up. Inhale, drop back down. Exhale, push away. And we'll do one more. Inhale to your cow. Little pause. Exhale, push away around the spine. Come back to a neutral spine. So I have yoga blocks. I just got these on Amazon. If you need blocks and you want to come back to this, you can always order off of Amazon, or I use my water bottle sometimes if I just need something to prop myself up. But I just wanted to share that. I had these out just in case anyone needed a reference for yoga blocks. Coming back to tabletop, back to our neutral spine. We're going to inhale. And then on the exhale, I want you to sit back to child's pose. So your toes are going to touch at the back of your mat, knees wide. Or you can bring your knees in towards one another if they're not ready to go wide yet. Extend your arms out in front of you. Allow your forehead to relax to the floor. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Place your right hand on top of that left hand. And feel that nice stretch in your side. On an inhale, bring your hands back to center. And then over to the other side of that mat, you can rest your opposite hand over on top of that hand, feeling the stretch in your side. On your next inhale, come back to center. And then we're going to push forward, keeping our knees on the floor. I'm going to shift forward, bringing my shoulders just past my wrists. I'm going to draw the belly in, but draw those elbows in towards my side and lower nice and slow down to my belly. When I get there, releasing the tops of the feet to the mat. Hands are slightly tucked just behind my shoulders. And then I'm going to inhale, find a baby cobra. Lift my heart, relax the shoulders down and back, creating a nice neutral neck as I look down and a few inches forward. Firing or squeezing the glutes, and then exhale, we lower back down. On an inhale, I'm going to push up to my knees, and then exhale, sit back into that child's pose again. Now we're going to connect our breath here and doing that all over again. So inhale, shift forward, keep your knees on the mat, lower, exhale all the way to your bellies. Yoga is about connecting breath with our movement. So inhale breath, find your cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, push up to your knees. Exhale, sit back towards those heels, child's pose. And then we're going to do it again. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, elbows in, brush your rib cage, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Push up to your knees, inhale. Exhale, sit back. Child's pose. Let's do it one last time. Inhale. Exhale, nice and slow, all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Push up to your knees, inhale. Exhale, sit back. Good, pause here. Sitting those hips back towards your heels, enjoying that little stretch. Maybe knees come a little bit wider this time. And then we're gonna come forward, bringing it back into our tabletop as we stack the shoulders above the wrists. We're gonna inhale, extending that right leg back. So think of drawing your toes or pointing your toes down towards the mat. We're drawing our right hip in line with the left. Okay, keeping the shoulders aligned over the wrists. Inhale, breath. On an exhale, we're gonna draw the knee into the chest, round the spine like we're in that cat spine, flexion of the spine, pause, and then step your foot in between the hands. Keeping the back knee down, we inhale, sweep the arms high. So we're gonna slightly back out, having the knee stacked above the ankle, not feeling as deep of a stretch in the hips yet. So we'll back out, reach the arms high, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then on an exhale, I'm gonna sink a little bit deeper. Focusing on driving that knee out towards the top pinky toe, sinking into it. Taking an inhale, I back out. Exhale, I'm gonna sink into it, cactus the arms, squeeze those shoulder blades, and think of your back glute, that leg that is back, the knee that's back on the ground. That glute, I want you to really actively flex as we're in it. Inhale, come out. And then we're gonna exhale, bring that left hand down to the mat, so to the inside of the front foot. Right arm is high. We keep the back knee down. If this is too much and you have a block or your water bottle, you can always use that. We're gonna open up here. Bring that hand behind your head. And then exhale, thread. Elbow comes towards underneath that front arm. Inhale, arm high. And then let's come back to center. Tuck those back toes under. Lift the back knee for me. Inhale, breath. So we're in our lunge. We can use our blocks if we need it. Kind of giving ourselves a little lift. And then actively pressing that front knee into the inside of that front arm, just to make sure that we're really activating the outer glute. We're opening through the hip. And then I want you to step that back foot up to meet the front. Take a forward fold. Soft bend in the knees, or as big of a bend in the knees as you need. You can reach down towards a block or the mat. Focus on taking that crease out of your neck. Just let the head be heavy. Enjoy that nice stretch in the backs of your legs. Maybe ragdoll feels good. We can reach for opposite elbow. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. Maybe sway side to side. And release. Hands down to the mat. Taking your next inhale breath. Bring your hands to your legs, to your shins, somewhere on your thighs, wherever you can, pressing the palms in, coming up into a halfway lift. So nice flat back here. Pressing those palms into your legs, extending out through the crown of the head. We lengthen through the spine. Exhale, breath, fold, release. Inhale, slowly rise up all the way into your Tadasana or mountain pose, reaching the arms high. Relax the shoulders down and back. And then we're gonna grab this left wrist. Grab it, reach up and over to your right. Really thinking of opening this side, so slightly pressing that shoulder back, extending out through those fingers, pressing your hip out to the side, and then on an inhale, come back to center, switch out your grip, grab the opposite wrist, and switch sides as you reach up and over. Taking this shoulder and slightly pressing it back, allowing you to open up through your side. Inhale, arms reach high. Back to Tadasana. On an exhale, bring your palms to touch. Bring it through heart center. Take a forward fold. Let's go through that one more time. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise, Tadasana. Grab that left wrist. Exhale, up and over to your right. Inhale, come back to center. As you switch your grip, exhale. Inhale, arms high. Palms to touch, bring it through heart center. Big exhale breath, we forward fold. Go ahead and plant your palms, step it back, find a plank. Okay, so we are drawing that belly in and up. Okay, hips are lifted. We're not dumping into the low back here. We're holding our plank, shoulders aligned over those wrists, fingers spread nice and wide. And then come to your knees. Come back to that tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, sit back for child's pose. We're going to go through that flow again as we inhale, come forward, bring the shoulders just past the wrists, elbows draw in, exhale, lower to your bellies. Inhale, find your cobra. Exhale, lower, release. Inhale, push up to your knees. Let's stay here in our tabletop. Take a big exhale breath, align those shoulders above the wrists, kind of resetting our tabletop. We're going to switch legs this time as we extend that left leg back. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm drawing that imaginary blueberry in and up, but I'm also drawing my left hip in line with the right. I'm pointing my left toes down to the mat. Inhale. Nice and slow exhale, bringing that knee into the chest, pushing away, rounding the spine. Softly step the foot in between the hands. And then I'm going to inhale, the arms high. So I back out of that lunge a little bit. Knee comes above the ankle. I start to fire up my back glute. Arms are reaching high. And then I'm going to sink into it a little bit. I'm not holding real long here. Okay, because we're still kind of warming things up. We back out, cactus the arms, exhale, sink into it. Open up the chest. So we keep a nice little space between the chin and the chest as you lift the heart. Come out of it, inhale, and then drop that right hand now this time down to the inside of the left foot. Left arm opens up, keeping that back glute firing up so we protect our low back. Take that left hand behind your head. And then on your next exhale, little thread, elbow comes towards underneath that armpit. Inhale, we reach back up. Come back to center. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, breath, step your feet together at the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Take it into that flow again, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, we rise, Tadasana. Grab that left wrist, exhale. Inhale, back to center. Switch, exhale. Inhale, arms reach, palms to touch. Bring it through heart center, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, last time we see this. Inhale, rise, Tadasana. Reach up and over. Inhale, breath center. Switch, exhale. Inhale, arms reach, palms to touch. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back, find your plank. Hold that plank. Build some more heat. Drop to your knees. This time, let's take an inhale breath. Find that cow stretch again. Drop your belly, shine your heart. Exhale as you round the spine. Push away from the earth. Draw the belly in and up. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale one more time. Drop the belly. Find your cow. Exhale. Push away to cat. Come back. Inhale, neutral spine. Nice flat back. Exhale, sit back to child's pose. On your next inhale, come up to your knees. Shift forward, shoulders past the wrists. Exhale, lower to your bellies. Inhale, find your cobra, shine your heart. Exhale, we lower. Push up to your knees. Inhale. Sit back, child's pose. Exhale. Good. Come back to tabletop. We're going to add on one little piece here, and then our short and sweet flow will be over. So we're going to extend the right leg back. Okay, we've been here. Inhale, breath. Exhale, draw that knee into the chest. Softly step the foot in between the hands, keeping the back knee lowered. We inhale the arms high. Back out of it. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, back out, cactus the arms. Exhale, sink into it. Inhale, arms reach. Drop that left hand down, right arm high. Exhale. Inhale, hand behind the head. Exhale, little thread. Rotation of the spine. Inhale, we open back up. Now, come back to center. Lift your back knee. And then we're going to walk the hands around to the side. So you're going to take a nice wide fold. Tiny micro bend or soft bend in the knees. You can grab a block if you need it to hold on to. Okay, and then just let your head hang heavy. Hang here. You can release hands down to the mat, or if it feels good, walk them back just slightly behind your heels. Now, we're going to walk our hands to the back leg. So the back leg of the mat, this is my left leg. I'm going to walk my hands. I'm going to shift my weight into that left heel. So I'm coming into just a side lunge. I'm going to keep my hands down to the mat, and I'm shifting the weight into that heel, making sure my knee is stacking or tracking over the top of my foot. That front foot or that back foot is slightly turned out. And I'm just sitting back in the heel. I'm going to come back to center and then shift my weight over to the right side, that front leg. Sit back in the heel. Use any kind of blocks or support. Come back to center, wide fold. Now, slowly walk your hands back to the front of the mat. We're in our lunge here. And I'm going to plant my palms, step it back and find down dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. You can shorten your stance. I always think of if someone were to take like a strap and place it under my hips and they were behind me and pulling that strap, I think of my hips pulling up towards the ceiling, soft bend in the knees, and then I exhale, press the heart back towards the thighs. Just coming into the shoulder blades a little bit more. Maybe we pedal out the feet. Shifting the weight side to side. One heel presses down towards the mat, and then we shift. Just a nice little pause here. All right. Shift forward. Come on back down to that tabletop. We're going to go left side here, and we'll finish up. Left leg extends back. Inhale. Exhale, knee into the chest, round the spine. Softly step that foot in between the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Back out of it. And then exhale, sink into it a little bit deeper. Opening through that hip. Inhale, we back out, cactus the arms, sink into it. Come back out, inhale, arms reach. And then bring that right palm down, exhale, open to your left. Hand comes behind the head, inhale. Exhale, little spinal rotation. Inhale, we open back up. Exhale, come back to center. So plant the palms as we frame the front foot. Lift through the back knee. Inhale. And then walk the hands around to the right. Exhale for your wide fold. Soft bend in the knees. This time, inhale to a halfway lift. So we press the hips back away from us. Extend, reach those arms forward. Exhale, fold. Walking into that back leg first. Inhale. I'm going to sit back in that heel. Side lunge. I can even bring my hands to heart center. If I want, come to here and then shift over to that front leg. Or I can keep the hands down on the mat if I feel more comfortable, keeping my chest lifted, walking the hands to the front leg. Just pause. Inhale, walk it back to center. Take that wide fold one last time. Let your head be heavy. Exhale. And then on your next inhale, walk it to the front. Find your lunge. Sweep it back, step back, down dog. Pedal it out one more time here. And lower down to those knees, back to tabletop. Good. Sit back towards your heels. Amazing work. I hope you really enjoyed this quick 20-minute flow. If you enjoyed this, comment below. Let me know. I will continue to push these back out, little mini flows like this. I know it feels good on my body, and I know a lot of us underestimate the power of yoga and mobility. And just, if we're lifting all the weights all the time, there's a really important balance that we need to have between strength training or resistance training, weight training, whatever you want to call it, and yoga or mobility work, because those two complement each other so well. And I have noticed since increasing the amount of yoga I'm doing, I'm talking just once a week, sometimes twice a week, it complements my lift so much better, and vice versa. Right? When I'm lifting, I feel stronger in my yoga practice. My core feels stronger in my yoga practice. My balance feels stronger in my yoga practice. So they go hand in hand. It's really important to keep both of these in your weekly workout routine, your weekly fitness routine. So thanks again for being here. Have a great rest of your day.